Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 9 of Breath of Fire 2. When we last left off, we went through a rather exhausting journey through Nympho's Tower in order to find a way to undo Topeka's curse and restore him to normal. So, let's go back to the frog. Alright, so. So, of course, what this means is we need to have somebody kiss him. Of course, we only have one maiden with us. You can use either Kat or Nina for this scene, and it's slightly different depending on which one you use. Ah, madness mantras. And explosions, because why not? It didn't work. Now, for those of you wondering, in the original American release, Tapeta was referred to as Jean, and it was Simifort, not Fort Nagur. So we need to get excuse me. We need to get Tapeta in the party. So we'll go ahead and take Sten out because we don't need him for a while. Alright. And now that Tapeta has been rescued, the carpenter has finished the first phase of rebuilding the ruins, and it has now turned into the township. And we'll actually look more into that a little bit later. Now, Jean's ability is he turns into a giant frog, which allows you to leap up and down cliffs, and also swim the lake. Now, for plot's sake, we're supposed to go here. We're not. Because there's a side quest we can do that will make Fort Nagur significantly easier. And it requires Jean in order to obtain. And once we go into Fort Nagur, we lose access to Jean and the ability to exit Fort Nagur until the entire story sequence is completed. So, we have Jean, we go ahead and swim up to the upper lake. And then we drop down the waterfall. We get some equipment. And we meet a crazy old man. And what he did was he gave us our Phase 2 dragons. They are twice as powerful as the Welts, So they deal 512 damage instead of 256, and they also attack all enemies, not just a single target. Also, for some reason, due to a glitch in the game, they're actually non-elemental. I don't know why. Now, as for the next thing, we're actually right next to it. We're going to go in here. Yeah, we need to... We're at the Wildcat Cafe. We need to follow the instructions. Because this is a highly exclusive restaurant. It serves only the best. Yeah. Only the best of meals. Depending on how you choose to have, or to be cooked, if you choose to be cooked rare, you lose about a quarter of your health. Medium causes you to lose about half your health. Well done causes you to drop to 1 HP, which is really bad. Because, guess what? We have a boss fight. As with all boss fights, Ryu should immediately start off with his dragon transformations. Everybody else should just go ahead and start wailing on best attacks. Now, of course, the Peta and Ran being incredibly slow goes significantly later in turn order. Nope, he's dead. Alright, so much for the fat frog. Now, of course, since we only have forks and knives as our equipment, we don't exactly have the highest amount of attack power. But the cook actually doesn't die that hard. And he runs away. Well, that's comforting. Now, here is the second half of the reason why I would come here. You have to accept his apology, so tell him, yeah, it's okay. And then we say we are the merciful type. So, for being nice to him and forgiving him, he is going to teach us a very useful technique. I'm going to teach it to Ryu. The reason why So in the original English version, this was called Chop Chop. Now it's called Slice. But what it is a free ability that does a guaranteed amount of damage. It does at least 50 damage, plus or minus a random amount. But it ignores defense, so it is a guaranteed damage, which allows him to do, and it also deals more damage than what he does normally. And everybody's got their equipment back up. So now that everybody's got their equipment back up, anyway, like I said, Slice deals a fixed amount of damage, always guarantees the same amount of damage, or well, always guarantees at least 50 damage, and ignores defense, which is important for certain enemies that only take like 1 or 2 damage from hits. Which also allows Ryu to be useful after he burns his dragon forms and is out of AP, and you may not necessarily have AP restoring items to get him back up to full. Alright, so now that's all over and done with, let's head on to Fort Nagir and take Tapeta back home. And there goes there goes Tapeta. Well, see, the problem with that is he actually joined the party, has a stat screen, has a healed ability, and fought in a couple battles with me. So obviously this is the real Tapeta, because, good lord, how stupid does he think we are? No! You. Now, fine. I'll play along for now. Alright, well, let's go ahead back out, and a foul-mouthed pink frog is dragging a boulder towards my boat full of money. Really? Really? And this is why we can't have nice things. Well, those are two guards who are potentially on our side. Oh, great, now we're drowning. And we're dead. Thanks, Pinko. Tell me more. We need more exposition. Not our problem. No! Alright, she's gonna keep throwing a temper tantrum until we say whatever. Hey, we got a new fishing rod. Cool. And we get to start upgrading equipment. Yay. Well, that's a new weapon for Cat. That's a new weapon for Bo when he eventually decides to rejoin the party. And now we're out of money. Foreshadowing. Wait, Thief Girl. Alright, come on. Out of the way. Yay, NPCs. Being annoying, as always. Let's get to the kitchen and see if we can catch see if the thief is actually there. Okay, the king is a useless bumbling idiot. Good to know. Yeah, screw you. A very suspicious looking arrow pointing to a very suspicious looking switch. I wonder if we'll be pulling that switch later. Can't possibly. Alright. There's the docks that will let us go back to the mainland, but we're not going back there just yet. Well, we can, but we don't have to. Okay. Well, it probably has to do with the fact that she's not a frog. But I do believe that is our battling thief that we need to catch to clear Bo's name. That seems like a bad idea. And that rain's coming down. I've been itching to murder something. Now, we could have gone back to the mainland and grabbed Cat, but it's not really that required. Because he goes down really quick. Because you're an idiot and you die. Nice painting. He seems pretty content here. Oh, it's somewhere. Yeah. So now we need to go back to Nympho's tower and recover the signets. Yay. Before we go to Nympho's tower, however, let's go ahead and get Lynn back in the party. Because something tells me we're going to need the extra firepower. We'll go ahead and save. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. When I come back in a few minutes, we will go back to Nympho's tower and try and recover the signet. So, see you guys in a little bit.